Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here, and in this video today we're going to be talking about some big news coming out of the LCS. This is obviously involving Team Liquid, and this is very interesting and funny because I've had some bad luck the last couple of days. That's just kind of how it goes sometimes, especially around my schedule where I kind of record videos beforehand and then, release them as the day goes on because I work full time, I have a job, I have a life, I'm not always home, I can't always be at my computer to get the stuff out, the very second it happens. So I had a video set to come out yesterday called Amazing Team Liquid News, where I talked about how, CoreJJ said, hey, Team Liquid's a really great team. Team Liquid has all these amazing things going for them right now. The future looks really, really bright for them. I really think Team Liquid is in, a great situation in a lot of ways, and I think there's a ton of stuff to be excited about. But then, obviously, just my luck, as soon as that video goes live, or pretty much right after that video went live, some not so great news for Team Liquid went out, and it was just weird having bad news for Team Liquid out, but then having a video for me called Amazing Team Liquid News. But, hey, that's what happens sometimes. In this video today, we'll be going over the new bad news for Team Liquid. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that a ton. Also, subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Help us run those numbers up even further. The channel's been doing awesome lately. I would appreciate it a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this. I was trying to pull up the LCS schedule real quick because I know that's something people have been talking about as well with this whole situation. But here it is, the big news. Team Liquid tweeted this out yesterday. Very, very surprising. Definitely not something people were ready for, especially after CoreJJ was just back last week for the first time. He just got his green card. We finally got to see this full five-man super team roster playing together, and it looked good. They had one kind of weird play against CLG where they kind of gave up a big gold lead, but other than that, they looked really, really great in their first two games. CoreJJ looked great in his two games. He did say that he's been scrimming a lot with the team throughout the whole season. So, hopefully the transition won't take as long as many people expect, as if like, it's not like he's just jumping into this thing. He's been practicing, he's been ready. But they did say for week 4, support Ayla will play in the LCS. As CoreJJ deals with the personal matter, CoreJJ will return for our week 5 LCS matches. So, obviously very, very interesting. As soon as the super team comes to us and we finally get to see them, we get to see Bjergsen and CoreJJ, we get to see Hans Sama and CoreJJ, we get to see these 5 amazing players, we get to see, in my opinion, the best LCS team of all time playing together. It's ripped away from us. We've had so much anticipation, we had so much excitement, we get a little teaser of what it looks like and how great it can be, and then it's gone. And obviously this sucks for Team Liquid that we don't get to see this roster again. It sucks for the fans. Now's kind of a really crappy time for the LCS where, you have this LS stuff coming out. LS is going to be gone. We assume viewership's going to take a little bit of a hit, especially with all the Cloud9 hate and people saying they're never going to watch another Cloud9 match and all this stuff. TSM's kind of a mess right now, so that kind of bumps us down. And now if CoreJJ's out too, that kind of bumps Team Liquid down. Not a lot of great stuff happening for the LCS right now, so that is kind of a bummer. But obviously we've seen Ayla play with Team Liquid for a while. He's really acclimated to the team. He's scrimmed with them a ton. He's played with them a ton. And he did really, really well. So I don't think you should expect too much of a drop-off in terms of the overall play for Team Liquid. Like, yes, Ayla is not CoreJJ. Yes, Team Liquid is worse off without CoreJJ. But they won the lock-in tournament. They've still, have been able to be one of the best, if not the best team in the LCS, even with Ayla as their support. And Ayla has done very, very good. Also, this is another opportunity for Ayla to showcase his skills, to, play for his future. Maybe he wants to stay on Team Liquid, and who knows when CoreJJ is going to retire or move into a coaching position or just kind of move on or whatever. Maybe he wants to be the Team Liquid supporter of the future, or maybe he wants to play for a contract somewhere else. Now that other teams know CoreJJ has his green card, CoreJJ is actually able to play, he is actually Team Liquid starting support, now other teams can start scouting Ayla officially and start looking at, hey, is Ayla a guy we want to pick up between spring and summer? Is he a guy we want to pick up for 2023? He can play for a lot of money, for a future contract, for a future starting spot, and I think that's very, very exciting. We also had this. This is something CoreJJ said on the LCS broadcast, but apparently he said the same things in the Inven interview. I just think it's kind of interesting that Inven's putting this out as their quote and headliner when this is literally what CoreJJ said on the LCS broadcast as well. But if he said it again, hey, whatever. I guess it's their quote now too. But he said, I feel like there's no better support than Ayla in the LCS. I'm glad that I can play here now, but I'm sad that I can't play against potentially the second best support player in the LCS. You know, because CoreJJ, he wants to get better. He wants to level up, and he wants the best for the LCS. This guy, you know, it seems like really loves North America, really loves the LCS, and he knows that the LCS would be better if Ayla was one of the 10 starting supports. He knows that he would be better if he gets to play against him and test his skills and everything, but obviously they get to scrim against each other. I'm sure they work on things together, but it is also another reason for Team Liquid fans to have confidence in Ayla that, you know, these past couple weeks were not a fluke. CoreJJ really thinks Ayla is great. He is amazing. To say he's the second best support player in the LCS, hey, part of that, he's obviously a little biased. He wants to be nice to his teammate. I'm sure he's friends with them, all this stuff. But, you know, CoreJJ doesn't have to say anything. He could just say nothing, or he could say, hey, thanks for stepping in, Ayla, whatever. He doesn't have to go this far just to be like a nice guy or whatever. So, hey, again, we know Ayla's been pretty good for Team Liquid. We expect him to be good again, but we're going to be getting to see some more of him. Obviously, I'm very, very disappointed. I want to see more of this Team Liquid lineup. I'm so excited to see them play. Not only do I want to see them play because I think it's more fun, because I think it's exciting, but because I want them to continue to get better. I want them to continue to keep working together, to gain the synergy, to gain the trust, to get a feel for each other, to ramp up and hopefully dominate the playoffs and hopefully go make a statement or have some crazy performance at MSI. Also, I know some people, you know, are worried about CoreJJ, saying, oh, hopefully I hope it's not serious. You know, hopefully it's not a big issue or anything like that. That type of stuff. And we did have this tweet from Dodo as well, where he said, look, for several hours now, I've been told from credible sources, the reason why CoreJJ is not playing, however, due to the importance and sensitivity around the subject, I've refrained from going on it. I don't feel comfortable with it currently. This is like a slasher meme from the Dr. Disrespect banning on Twitch, I do believe, if I recall correctly. But either way, he's memeing about this, which leads me to believe it's not a super serious issue. You know, hopefully it's not anything like tragic or sad or anything that CoreJJ is dealing with. Hopefully it's just, you know, some personal stuff, some business stuff, some whatever that he needs to deal with and come back. You know, again, I don't think his GM would be joking about it if it was some, you know, super sad, tragic, whatever. And then also, obviously they say CoreJJ will return for the Week 5 LCS matches, which is a good sign. They know that this is just going to be a couple-day thing. They know this is just going to be a one-week thing, and that CoreJJ will be back. So, again, it's not ideal. It does suck. It's kind of disappointing. It's kind of sad as a fan just of the LCS in general. I want to see the best players. I want our players to get to play against the best players, play with the best players, level up, all this stuff. But, hey, it's just one more week. We've already waited this long to get the full TL, so it won't really be that big of a deal, I don't think. And unfortunately for Team Liquid, this is the Super Week, but they do have kind of an easy schedule. They play Golden Guardians, they play Dignitas, and they play TSM. Now, somehow TSM keeps getting lucky. Despite the disaster that TSM is with all these you know, issues and stuff going on behind the scenes, they got to play C9 the week that LS is having all his issues. Now they're getting to play TL when CoreJJ is going to be out. Like, man, what has TSM got going on over there? And the fact that they're still, like, what, 1-5 or whatever, kind of interesting. But yeah, CoreJJ, he's out this weekend. He'll be back next weekend. I don't think it's anything serious. Ayla's probably going to step in, do really, really well. I'm sure TL will go like 2-1, 3-0, whatever this weekend. And then they'll start that second round robin with their full strength lineup, start leveling up. And I really think they're going to be, hopefully, one of the best teams in the world come MSI. But we'll have to wait and see for that. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. If you drop a like if you did enjoy it, I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this story. Are you excited to see Ayla again? Are you disappointed that Core's not playing? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hope to catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.